Hello again. The first weekend of February, the 6th to the 8th. What is the message? What is the energy? It has been almost a week since we had the full moon in Leo. Excuse me. And the upcoming week to come, we will have the last quarter moon. In the zodiac sign of, I think it was Scorpio. But as always, I will do additional message about that energy. So with that said, let's rock and roll and look at the cards. What is the message from Spirit about this weekend? And for those of you who have birthday, happy birthday to each and every one of you. Hope you have a smashing celebration. So, as you can see, as always, I pulled out some oracle cards. There are messages at the back, and I must admit, I had to laugh a little bit about myself because, yeah, you can still see it. I try to be try a little imperfectionism, you know. I tried to manage the cards so that they will be in a more direct line, but as you can see, it still looks a little bit crooked in the camera. So maybe that is something that you acknowledge for yourself throughout the weekend, that perfectionism is not the key. It's maybe something, a project or something that you have been working on that, yeah. If you seek perfectionism, you will never finish this project, right? Deliver the project as it is, not in a sloppy way. Of course, you have to do you deliver it as good as possible, especially if you maybe are writing a thesis or something, a paper for a master degree, bachelor degree, I have no idea, PhD. If you keep on flickering on the details, right? Of course, you want a good grade. Yes, I understand, but if you are looking for perfectionism, you will never finish this project. And that is also with any type of projects, not only paper, thesis or papers for university or college. This is literally anything in your life. So with that said, let's look at the message. Ooh, prosperity. Shining a little bit bright in the camera because it's all yellow. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So yeah, there is something about following your intuition and manifesting still. We have yet one more week to go before we start this new energy with the fire horse, with the new lunar new year, Chinese lunar new year. It was a tongue twister. And it's something about releasing the perfectionism, because it's always like this, as I have experienced it. Yes, often the universe delivers what you wish for, but very often it's not as you picture it at all. Sometimes maybe sometimes it's better than you pictured it, and sometimes it's not like you pictured it at all, but you get what you want. But sometimes it's not as you pictured it at all. So have that in mind. Yeah, the perfectionism, the release of the perfectionism. Perfectionism is the ego mind that is seeking symmetry. Yeah, but life is will always be with flaws. So you have to acknowledge, even though you gain this prosperity, it will be with flaws. Yeah. So it's like you manifesting a dog. If you're manifesting a dog, right? Of course, you will get a healthy and vital dog, but maybe the personality of the dog isn't quite as you picture it. Yeah. Okay, let's see further on. Spread your wings. Don't hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So whatever this is, maybe I don't know. First example I'm coming up with is if you want to share something on social media, for example, you want to post a video on social media, for example, here on YouTube or on other social media channels. It's time now to post this. It's time now to post this video. Don't hold back. Don't hold back your information. Don't hold back your music, your lyrics, your ideas, your perception of life. Of course, you have to be careful of exactly what you are sharing, because we have this 1984 we have this 1984 society, especially in social media, clearing out controversial opinions. Yes, clearing out controversial opinions. And I am not going to discuss about whether it's right or wrong, of course, but if we want a democratic world, we have to acknowledge also the opinions of people that we don't like. Yeah, because everyone in a democracy, everyone has the right to speech, even though it's their opinions maybe feel disgusting, and of course they are provocative, but in a democracy everyone has the right to have their own opinion. So unfortunately we are living in a 1984 society where our opinions are being tuned into only one and the same. Yeah, unfortunately. And we have to be careful how we speak, what we are saying, because so many people are offended by it. Instead of going within and puzzling a little bit about why and what about me. For example, if it's talking about race, That is a very sensitive topic. Why is it about me that makes these people so afraid of me being the way I am? Yes. So I know this is but in either way, it's important, I think, for more people to speak up, so we have a more diversity in the society. Yes. Last one, chakra clearing. We had this card. The week that passed. So this is still something you need to work on, and it's interesting. Look at the colors here. Go from clear blue, and here we have the blue and the purple aligned, and here it's all purple. I think that is something very interesting. So it's like you go from the solar plexus chakra. That is the middle, below the heart chakra, between the diaphragm and your belly button. That is where your solar plexus chakra is. So you go from that stage of area to taking action and pulling this up towards your crown chakra, and of course that is the manifestation. When you take action towards manifesting your dreams and goals. So maybe this is what you need to post, what you need to say, what action you need to take. Applying for work, applying for school, I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Okay, we start with the Hanged Man. This is an intention. This is something you have chosen yourself. You have chosen to be in this state and being enlightened, looking at the world from a different view. This is a state that you have chosen at this moment of time. So maybe you have taken a pause the week that passed. I don't know. Maybe you have had vacation, or I don't know. Take it as a resonates in your life. But maybe you have had the capability to take a little pause the week that passed, even if you have had a vacation, or maybe you have not. You haven't had so much workload, for example. Maybe you have been sick. Yeah, when you're sick, you have a lot of time to recuperate and puzzle a little about the mysteries of life. So this is a state that you have chosen. You have chosen to philosophize about your life, your purpose, how you want to move forward, what do you want to manifest, what do you want to clear out of your life. How do you want to spread your wings? Maybe you should use this weekend to think about how do you want to spread your wings now. I have to be a little bit careful when I'm shuffling the cards because they are a little slippery. Okay. So, let's see. Friday, the Emperor, yes. Taking charge. And be aware of this perfectionism, as I said, because we have the ram hanging on the wall, and to me, the ram hanging on the wall, that is the devil. So the devil is lurking in the background. So have in mind the perfectionism, as I said, that is a limiting belief that everything has to be perfect for you to move strategically into the world, whatever you want to manifest now. It doesn't matter how it will look like, how it will turn out. If you're manifesting a house, is it not better to manifest a house that is in good condition than manifesting for example, a white house with a beautiful porch and a beautiful garden, etc., etc., but maybe the inside of the house is decayed. It looks nice on the outside, but it's rotten to the core inside. But that wouldn't be revealed until after you have bought it, right? So just yes, be specific, but not in the perfectionistic way. Be aware of this ram, this devil in the background. Okay, Saturday, 4 of Cups. Being bored with life, you're sitting and waiting for this manifestation, this perfect bliss to happen, and you are not aware of what the universe is trying to serve you. You still see you are looking at the wrong direction. You are now looking at what went wrong here instead of focusing on what can be right. That is the perfectionism again. As I said, everything doesn't have to be perfect. For example, if you want to post a video here on YouTube or any other social media channel, it doesn't have to. You don't have to edit this video to its core, right? The flaws sometimes are charming in videos. I looked at many, DIY videos, people building shelters out in the wilderness, and of course it takes time. And yes, they have edited from many hours, maybe days, to maybe 30 minutes, and so, right? But the nice things about these videos is when they actually put in the things that went wrong, right? Was one video I watched where this guy was building a door, and the frame around the door, he he built it first, and he tried to put it in, and it turns out that the frame was too large. And then he tried to fix this. He tried to chop more of the frame that was within the house. And then it suddenly went very dark. because this was in the middle of the winter time, and yeah, he had to put this thing off. So that is what I'm talking about. That is something that is charming, and that is something that is part of life, you know, the imperfection. So let's look at Sunday. 5 of Wands, yes? You're starting to climb again. Yeah, you from this boredom to understand that if you want to grow and increase, you have to start to climb again. You have to start to reach for your passion. You have to start to reach for your fire. And maybe that is the chakra clearing that I described this in the week video. I highly encourage to watch that, because then you will understand how you can do this Metatron geometric shape energy clearing. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, moving into the week. Yeah. You're already now with your surfboard. Any type of you're more prepared now. Any type of sea, and the sea is of course the emotions. Any type of emotions that will show up the week to come, you are ready now with a surfboard. There is nothing more flexible to ride the waves than a surfboard, right? If you have watched a surfer, you understand. Even the most giant waves can't take the surfer, because especially if he's a professional and he has practiced, and that is what you have done now. You have been in this hangman state, so you have practiced. You are more emotional prepared now. So yeah, okie dokie. Beautiful and interesting reading for this weekend. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I see you again in another very soon. Bye for now.